One of our favorite bands here on the Tony Jones Show. You just heard from the Evil Streaks, The Curse, the name of that one. Before that, from Glasgow, Scotland, we heard from the Maybes, Set the Controls. Tony Jones here. You were tuned in to the Tony Jones Show. George Garner is here. Crimson is here. And we are unfortunately getting towards the end of the program, and I feel like we've only scratched the surface of what we could possibly talk about tonight. But some big events coming up. First of all, right here on Rhode Island Free Radio on New Year's Eve, we'll be bringing you in right till the ball drops. So be sure to check that out, rifreeradio.org. Always a blast. I think this is maybe my 4th or 5th year broadcasting live on various media outlets on New Year's Eve. Yes, I am a 7-foot-tall, 350-pound Dick Clark. Except for, obviously, the stroke. We don't want to get into that part.
Knock on wood right now.
Exactly.
We're at the end of the show. I'm not touching this.
And then on January 8th at the Fat Squirrel, one of our favorite venues, I'll be hosting the Cannabis meetup. And also Rhode Island Free Radio will be there with a free stuff table, what is now legendary free stuff table. So come on down to the Fat Squirrel. Most importantly, what Crimson is here to talk about is a huge show he has planned January 2nd at AS220. This is going to be a big one, right? This isn't your like I said at the top of the hour. This isn't going to be your typical couple bands play type deal. This is going to be a show.
Absolutely, and I think it's something that definitely Rhode Island needs. And working with different people like Ravi with him and his Zombie Night, and him incorporating different arts into that, and seeing Steph Leppard with a ladies showcase at dusk, which was very inspiring to see as well. I wanted to create something that united the arts, and especially people that normally go out to shows or just there to enjoy the show, but no one really networks too much anymore, I've noticed. So it just brought together a huge opportunity where it was a combination of music, live performance arts, and even local crafters as well together. And that came together with the Vaudeville Spectacular. And, of course, we're going to start this first one on New Year's, and if it hits off pretty well, then I think we're going to continue that throughout the year.
So you've kind of rounded up a group of great local musicians and actual separate acts that will be performing between bands. And I think we've talked about it on this show. We've talked about it on My Night Out Radio before. When you give people that opportunity to go out and smoke a cigarette, especially one of my least favorite things. And, I'm not one to get behind the microphone and complain, because pretty much anybody out there doing their art is cool in my book. But just when bands take forever to set up and take forever to break down, when you have that downtime between bands, that's when people take off. They go out, they smoke a cigarette, and they say, "Oh, let's go, let's go get a
find
hamburger."
Something else to do.
But you're going to keep things going all night, right?
For the most part. You're going to get 15-minute breaks to use the bathroom and grab another drink, then get your butt back in the venue. Because in between, while bands are setting up, we're just raise the curtains, so you're not even looking at the switch out of the bands behind you, because then I have a front stage performance as well. Like, we have Ursula, Betty Hoop, Corinne Southern, and Brianna Paquin, and they're bringing their own special talents to it, too. And you're going to be surprised by all the things you're going to see there. Because normally when you see bands, like you said, it's a band, next band, next band. Yeah. You're going to see a band. Then you're going to see a girl doing belly dancing with, like, scimitar's balanced on her head, and all sorts of cool stuff, including, like, burlesque, which I absolutely love. And Rhode Island, Corinne's actually the head of the Speakeasy in Providence. Gotta give a shout out to her.
Nice.
She's wrangled a lot of the new generation of burlesque.
And what's the as far as the live music, what's that part of the night look like?
That one's going to be some solid performances. We're going to have Mary Catman. She's more of electronica, but kind of like that wrangling in from the 90s electronica I really liked as well. But also we got Viking Jesus, we got Pocket Vinyl, and the Sugar Cones as well. Pocket Vinyl is going to be kicking off the show after Ursula's going to kick off the show at the beginning, then Pocket Vinyl is going to come up as the first band, and that you definitely do not want to miss there, because they are a slam piano painting band.
Nice. For folks out there that aren't familiar with the Sugar Cones, also they're kind of a new band with veteran local musicians. They don't really play out that much, but it's Melissa Bella Rosa and just a great group of experienced players from just any band, all these different bands you can think of that have been great in Providence throughout the years. They've kind of all meshed into the Sugar Cones.
And just a quick shout out on that. Anyone who does come in, normally it's $10 at the door, but it's going to be $5 if you bring in a canned good, because we're actually restocking the Amos House pantry after the holidays, because that's when they really get depleted. So definitely bring in some canned goods. And if you bring in multiple, whoever brings in the most by at least 10 o'clock that night, we're going to give them 2 free tickets away to an upcoming show.
Nice. And if you haven't been to AS220, it's always all ages, and it's always just really laid back kind of arts destination. It's not your typical nightclub with greasy guys in leisure suits trying to pick up your girlfriend all night.
And they got amazing food, by the way.
Yeah, if you can hit the food section of the Foo in AS220, it's actually we talked about that before. After shows, it's one of the few places where I can play a show and actually dine at that establishment. There's no need to go anywhere else.
Without wandering the streets to find some kind of questionable nourishment.
Yeah. It's a 2-hour after party afterwards. You don't have to go outside in the freezing cold. There's more drinks and more food. Why would you leave?
Well, thanks again, man. Always a blast when you come by. Keep up the good work. It's great that there's other folks out there who understand the multi-genre approach to things. You could be the next James Brown. You could be the hardest working man in Rhode Island show business.
As long as I don't end up like him. I'll tell you what, Tony Jones.
George, thanks again.
You are welcome.
We are just about out of here with one more track. Of course, go to TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, at RI Free Radio on Twitter, and at Tony Jones in RI, and of course, go to rifreeradio.org. Catch us on New Year's Eve. Catch us at AS220 on the 2nd. And catch us at the Cannabis Meetup on the 8th. We're going to leave you here with a little sweet release. This one is Whether or Not. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Gonna live.